Hello, beautiful people out there viewing or not viewing. So, my goodness, it's overcast today. Um, wow, wow. Like, where is the sun? Hey, I just have to say, I like this. Um, One reason is it's starting to sprinkle, which is really cool. But also it helps me and my kids because we got to water when it gets hot or when there's no rain also. Yeah. Well, why am I saying it like that? Well, because as you know, it doesn't have to be hot to not rain and rain. Yeah. Well, okay, you get it. All right. Yeah, and we have to carry these I don't know, maybe it's like 2 gallons of water, if they walk it across the front yard. And it's not that easy nor fun. And all right, enough of that. But I really love it. And I feel like this light, I just feel like it's perfect in a way. And I mean, I don't have the best skin, right? And I don't have any makeup on. And yet, I feel like I like the way I look right now. And of course, there are days where I just ugh, ugh, ugh. We all have those days. And if you say you don't, well, you're lying. Or maybe you're, I can't even, I always have trouble pronouncing that word. The N word, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. I always have issues saying that. I need to practice saying that word. Okay, I can say the word. There's just times like right now where it's like my brain and the tongue connection just isn't working properly. So when I practice it like every day, then I'll be able to say it. All right. It's amazing. Yesterday, I actually was late to work. Oh my gosh, I was late. Okay, that's like rare for me to be late. And the reason is because I didn't have my kids to take to school. So I actually got to, sleep in a bit and then I was thinking, okay, I'll be on time to work if I leave by this time. And if I leave by that time, I'll be fine. Well, when my brain finally connected the dots and I was like, no, you're leaving at this time. There's no way you're gonna get there in 20 minutes. Well, surprise, surprise, I did make it here in my location where I need to be to work in 20 minutes, but that was just me entering the city. Now me me getting to my actual spot that I need to get to and walk, and no, I think it was like 7 to 8 minutes late. So the question is to me at that time would be, Lydia, were you speeding? And my answer would be, yeah, I was. Excuse me. But the realization, because I had a meeting last night with EOP, they're at Sac State. It's EOPS here at Sierra College, but it's EOP over there. And she was going over the differences of, the differences of what they expect and what they're asking and this and that, and the different kinds of grants that they give and why, excuse me, this is allergy related. Yeah. Okay. And my allergies have been acting up so much that it's triggered my asthma, which is like, what? I haven't had to take my inhaler, I'm not gonna say mine, but the inhaler, like, in years. But now, every now and then, I'm having to take it. Yeah. It's like, what? So, anyway, back to what I was saying, EOP. And there was like so much distractions. Like my mom, who rarely comes to the house, she came to the house a few days ago to pick up rent. That's normal. But for her just to randomly come to the house and to visit, that's rare, right? But she chose to come yesterday while I was in my meeting. It was Zoom, and only one of my kids were home, so it was quiet, right? But then my mom comes, and then I could hear them in the background like talking, even though my mom is trying her best to be not distracting. But it's like yeah, it was not so she finally left, and I was doing my best just to focus, but by that time the meeting was just about over. So the one thing that I did grasp is that we are required to take 2 classes through that program, and it's going to be in a group with my major. It's that class for everybody, that everybody can access this class on campus if they so choose to. One of them is an ethnic class, which I'm more than glad to be taking that, because I want a minor in ethnic, so little do they know. But anyway, so I'm like I'm happy about that. The only thing that I'm not that happy about is the time, right? Because they pick and choose a time that you have to be there, right? And then she had said, well, if you absolutely can't, then let us know. And the class on Monday and Wednesday, it ends at 1:50, which isn't terrible, but I'm thinking, okay, Mondays my kids get out of school early, and I have no help from my mom. My mom used to, that's a long story, but she doesn't. And then now there's no buses, right? I think there might be a bus for my high schoolers. So but then my middle schooler, so I just have to get things worked out. If anything, she'll just have to wait for me, because I have to take it realistically, right? Even if traffic is in my favor, it should get me into town by, I don't want to, I should be there by no later than 3:30. Yeah, that's me taking into consideration my walking time from class to the vehicle, me getting out of the parking lot, me getting to the freeway, all that stuff. Yeah, so it's gonna be an adventure. I did recently visit Sac State, but it was just a short time that I was there, and it was the short time that I was there, it was fantastic. It was beautiful. It just helped to ignite more excitement in me. And it was just a small area, but what I realized is that my sense of direction is so terrible, everybody, that I'm thinking, okay, I have my kids, because my kids didn't want to walk anymore. So they sat right there, and I'm like, as I'm walking, I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, they're over there, but oh my gosh, am I lost? So yeah. So I'm thinking, when I go there next time, of course I'm gonna want to park somewhere different. I'm thinking about wanting to go this Saturday again, just so I can get more comfy with the drive. And then I want to see where I have to meet with orientation. So maybe I should call them. To find out where the orientation is going to be meeting. That's something I can look into. So I need to park somewhere different, and then I need to walk around somewhere different. But then how am I going to find my way back to you see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm going to have to use different markers. People are going to be looking at me and be like, why is she just, I know it's not really that way, but we think that everyone's like watching us, which isn't the case, because everyone is worried about themselves. Truly they are. All right, that looked not so good. It is sprinkling right now as I'm speaking to you. It is sprinkling. This is very exciting. As I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, well, pray for me. Pray for me. And I will be praying for you, my future viewers, my now viewers.